Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, no matter where you are in the world. How are you doing? Welcome to this Wednesday Masterclass. My name is Vitaly, and I'm very excited to see you guys here. We got a little bit 1 hour delay today on the call from the usual timing, so thank you for consideration and showing up here in the normally a different time today. So we have a lot to cover. First of all, like always, I'm going to start with some news that is happening in the Mavi global ecosystem. And the first very exciting news is that we have more than 1,000 downloads of the Flip Me app already happened on the App Store. And actually today, I'm going to show you, I did my first transaction with Flippy. So this is a Flip Me app. This is a Flip Me app, and this is my first transaction with Flip Me, as you can see over here. So it's working. And the first provider is already fully integrated, working. The setup was very, very quick. And another three providers are going to come and be integrated in the coming weeks in the Flip Me ecosystem. So the Flip Me is off the ground. It's live. It's working. So that's really amazing thing. And yes, you can give some fires for that. We've been waiting for Flip Me for quite some time to go in the market, and now it's available. And very soon, with new integrations with new providers, we'll also get the physical cards as well. So right now, it's a virtual card that you can get, and it connects to Apple Pay. So it does work with an Apple Pay quite flawlessly. Okay, so that's for the Flip Me. For the Lotto Day, we have integration with EarnBet went live inside of Mavi Global Back Office. So it means that this partnership is fully live and ongoing right now, which can only be very positive for everyone who is a big whale package holder or a Lotto Day holder. It's going to come revenue from this integration. Next is we have the Akasha notes. Akasha notes are literally a couple of days away from being fully live and integrated into the Mavi Global Back Office, so people can start loading the coins of Akasha into the nodes. There are videos that are being already prepared of exactly how to do it, how to buy the coins, how to load it up, and how to start using the node. So all of that is going to go live in the next 2-3 days inside of the back office. Okay, so there is of course this call every Monday. Every Monday there is a call about the Akasha specifically with the Akasha technology. So I highly recommend you plug it into this call for the latest updates about that. There is coming very soon in 2 weeks, Token 2049 event here in Dubai, where the biggest who is who of crypto is coming to Dubai. The biggest influencers, the biggest companies and owners are coming to Dubai. And also, there's going to be there the Akasha team. In the event, you are coming there to Token 2049. You'll be able to meet in person, of course, and have all of this interactions happen on the Token 2049. There's also planned some nice kind of side event on 28th of April here in Dubai in sponsorship of Akasha. So it's going to be quite nice for those who come just to mingle and network and hang out together. So we do have the next phase is coming soon with the airdrops for the big whale. The vodka coin is set to be launching very soon, so it's good for everyone who has the big whale package, and they're going to receive their airdrop of the vodka, which is the next coin. And as it comes to Kimba. Kimba is going to be released on the um, going to be released on the Ultron swaps on the big whale, on the big whale launchpad, on the big whale launchpad as a very very successful meme. Okay, so of course it's gonna rock and roll as to speak. Yeah, so we're gonna anticipate the Kimba launch on the big whale, and people will be using the Akasha technology in order to be participating in the launchpad and Kimba. So very exciting things are coming with this regard. And like I said already, vodka is coming soon. Are you guys able to hear me? Let me know in the chat. Put in a plus if you guys are able to hear me. There is a little music here outside. I hope that my sound is coming across all right. Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to hear me all right. Okay, perfect, great. So we're all anticipating the launch of the big whale launchpad coming soon. Kimba is gonna be there. Other meme coins are gonna be launching there. Of course, Willy the meme coin is gonna be launching there. So very exciting stuff is coming. There was a bit of a delay of the launching of the launchpad because of the market situation. As you know, we've been covering it for the last several months. The market has not been feeling so nice over the last couple of months because of the economic uncertainty. We'll cover some of that today, of course, the crypto news. But overall, things are going to get much better in this quarter, the second quarter of the year. Things are turning around, and we'll be talking about that in just a moment. So overall, we do have a nice progress across the board in the ecosystem of Mavi Global. And right now, let's cover some of the crypto updates, some of the crypto news that are happening, so you guys understand, you guys in the know. If you have funds uh, inside of the FinUp and you are trading there, be it a Bitcoin strategy or be it an altcoin strategy, you need to understand that a lot of it is depending on the market conditions, and the markets as of late is not being so nice for the altcoins. But let's take a look at what's going on in the market. Well, Bitcoin is still in a zone of an uptrend. Uptrend has not been broken. If we take a look um, on the market and what's going on in the market, we are still in this uptrend, right? When there is higher lows, so it's good. The market structure has not been broken, at least when it comes to Bitcoin itself, despite the big sell-off in the stock market, right? As you know, the stock market has fell quite significantly below the 200 days moving average. It fell the index of S&P 500 by about 20%. Since then, it recovered a little bit, but overall, a lot of stocks are down, and we've seen some of the biggest crash in quite a long time in the stock market, and Bitcoin is holding very well against it. We also need to understand there is a lot of monetary supply, the money supply in the world, in the USA, in China. It's actually on a dead spot. That is good. That's what we want to see happen. That the injection of capital flowing into the markets. Okay, so the situation right now is quite temporary with the tariffs, and there is a lot of negotiations on the talks right now with a lot of different countries around the situation, and I'm sure some agreements are going to be reached. Moreover than that, there is a very high likelihood that will be lowering the interest rate, allowing more funds to come into the economy. There is going to be a change in the economic policy, and all of that will lead to more liquidity more money flowing into the crypto space. We do see from the Trump administration that the tariff revenue could be used to buy Bitcoin. So it's a really, really good thing where they can use the tariff revenue, and they can also do a gold reevaluation. They can sell gold in order to buy more Bitcoin for U.S. Reserve. This is coming from the Trump administration. It's a very, very bullish news to see. We also see that the Federal Reserve is ready to step in. Is ready to step in and stabilize the economy. So this is literally we have received this couple of days ago. This message again, they're ready to do something in order to stimulate the economy, to not let it go into the recession. And this is again something that we want to see happen. It is very likely to happen. Okay, you see, the Federal Reserve is prepared to intervene in financial markets. Okay, that's literally a couple of days ago. Last week, when we did a call, right after the call, 1 hour last week, Donald Trump paused the tariffs on all of the countries except from China, right, for 90 days. And that created one of the most bullish days in the history of the Wall Street. You can see this right here, last Wednesday, like boom, how it skyrocketed literally in one day, very, very big time. This was right after a call. So since then, the market is moving sideways a bit, but overall we see a good progress into the resolution. We see the chief investment officer of Bitwise saying that Bitcoin is headed to $1 million on 1 trillion worth of institutional buying. And he said it's not that hard to imagine Bitcoin at $1 million or more. So that's very, very bullish. And of course, the biggest bull, Michael Saylor, is seeing a $200 trillion Bitcoin strategy. That's quite a big statement, of course, but you know, definitely a lot more capital is set to move into the crypto space. Okay, so we are far, far from done. This is just the beginning. So we see the White House confirm 130 countries are now negotiating trade deals with the United States. India, Japan, Korea working on friendly new deals. Why this is important for you? Well, trade deals stabilize the economy, create more certainty, create the possibility for stock markets to continue going up, and that of course can very positively affect cryptocurrency. Like currencies like Ethereum, for example, are very, very much undervalued in my opinion at $1,600. Very much undervalued. A lot of the coins are undervalued, like Solana as well, and many other coins. So we do have a high likelihood, a very high likelihood that the altcoins are going to pump very, very hard next. Okay, so the next phase of aggressive expansion, I believe, is coming. Okay, I believe it's coming, and the next part of the year is going to be great. Okay, with just a short-term pain, and then the market is going to do its thing and recover. Okay, so that's the major news that are happening right now. There is still some uncertainty in the markets regarding the policy, but things, like you see, things are moving in the right direction. Things are moving in the right direction, and the resolution is going to happen. Interest rates to be cut, more liquidity to pump into the markets, and we do need to think about our own economy, not the global economy, but our own economy. What you are going to do in order to be able to provide for your family, in order to generate the income and the profits, and for that you have an ecosystem. Okay? And in Mavi, we do have a technology that is called Akasha Layer Zero. that is being launched. There are videos that are gonna go out very very soon. Let me see if I can share some videos with you about this. Yeah, so you can see how to purchase your Alexa neutron swap. This video right here. I don't know if you're able to hear the sound. Maybe not. Check. Are you guys able to hear the sound? Share sound, maybe right.
Welcome to this tutorial. In this video, you'll learn how to purchase Akasha Life, AK1111 on Base Swap. Let's get started. First, make sure your MetaMask wallet is configured. Open the MetaMask extension, click on Connect Wallet, choose MetaMask, and then click Connect.
So very high video tutorial how to do things like that.
To complete the purchase, you'll need Ethereum on the base chain to cover gas fees and USDC on the base mainnet. We'll start by obtaining USDC from a centralized exchange, such as Binance. If you already have USDT on Binance, click on Trade, select Spot, and search for the USDT trading pair. Choose Market, enter the amount of USDT you want to convert, and click Buy USDC. Next, you'll also need some Ethereum for gas fees. Search for the ETHU USDC pair and purchase at least $25 USDC worth of Ethereum. Make sure the amount is above 0.01 ETH, as that's the minimum you can withdraw from the exchange. Once you have both USDC and Ethereum, go to Assets and click Withdraw. Select USDC as the coin, and make sure you choose the base chain address. Click on Max, then Withdraw and Continue. Now, repeat the same steps to withdraw Ethereum. Choose the whitelisted address or enter a new one, making sure it's on the base network.
Pretty quick, pretty clear.
Confirm the withdrawal. Once your MetaMask wallet shows both USDC and Ethereum on the base chain, you're ready to purchase Akasha Life. Go to BaseSwap and click on Trade Now. Search for Akasha Life, AK1111, by typing in AK1111. If you don't find it directly, you can use DexScreener.com to look up the token. Search for AK1111. Find the contract address, copy it, and paste it into BaseSwap to add the token manually. Now, ensure that USDC is selected as the currency at the top. Enter the amount of USDC you want to spend. Click Approve USDC and confirm the transaction.
So this is a tutorial. I think it's quite good.
Then, click Swap and review the swap details before confirming. Finally, approve the transaction inside MetaMask.
So this is a little tutorial of how to buy Akasha, tutorial how to use it on Ultron Swap, how to use it on Base Swap, how to buy ULX. All of these things can be very helpful. So these tutorials are coming, and yeah, like let's cover. I don't know if we have Mr. Jonathan on the call or not. Let me see. I'll message him. Maybe he's gonna be joining us shortly. But there's a situation on the market. like I said before, we like I really believe that the uptrend is still there, and the resolution is coming, and the global economic environment that will start pushing the markets up aggressively. Just like gold is an all-time high right now, Bitcoin is going to follow suit. It's only a matter of time, and crypto too. So let's do some Q&A. Let's do some Q&A, and I'll try to answer your questions to the best of my ability. Um, we have Jonathan coming in 13 minutes. Perfect. So if you guys have any questions, do let me know. And if I don't have the answer, then I will do my best and forward the questions to the teams. What will change when Kimba goes from Solana to Ultron? Will the price of Kimba finally go up a little? Actually, yes, it's gonna go up a lot, right? Because it's gonna be launched. Kimba is gonna be relaunched on the big launch pad. So it's gonna be very exciting for all the holders. ULX price is dropping below 1 cent. Can you be hopeful? Course, of course, you can be hopeful. Yeah, I think you're gonna be seeing today uh, um, the Jonathan share some updates on the Ultron ecosystem. So with the launch of the Akasha nodes, you can also load ULX into the nodes, right? So it's a good thing and can have an effect on the price of ULX. And of course, when the staking feature on Flipme is going to be launched, people will get a cashbacks in Flipme. That can also people will need to stake ULX um, inside of Flipme in order to receive the cashbacks. So that can be very, very positive for the price of ULX. What do you think about the fact that 20,000 Flipme cards are to be distributed and only 1,000 of the Flipping applications have been downloaded? What do I think about it? I think not everyone is aware about it, so that's why it's important that you guys are going to show people that they can do it and they can download. I think it was launched on the App Store, but not on Google Play Store yet, so that may also be an effect. Is it a good moment to trade a FTNAP with 2x leverage? I think everything right now is good to come from this point on a long, uh, um, because that's what the majority of the focus is on. The strategy is on the long, because the market is not in a bear market. Bitcoin is not in a bear market; it's still in an uptrend, as you see here. So we are kind of pretty much something happened to the internet, I guess. Um, what is the status of Ultron at the moment? I was looking forward to accessing my staking hub directly on Ultron mainnet. Yeah, I mean, we talk about to to come NFT to come into your wallet instead of in Mavi. Well, it didn't happen yet, but it's everything is working as usual, as per the plan of the staking hub. Which countries are available for FlipMe? Where to check it? Um, because in UK, Apple users couldn't download it. That's a really good question. Which countries are available? I'm going to check and get back to you on this. any exchanges in mind for Kimba and Willy. It's decentralized exchange. It may come to the centralized exchange at some point, but we need much more, I guess, numbers of the community. Number one, and it needs to be launched first on the big launch pad. Can I swap my Lotto Day to another bigger package? Maybe you can if you write to support. I'm not sure. Please write to support again regarding that. When the rewards from FlipMe start being distributed, well, as the cards going and the fees are being paid, there is 2.5% top up fee. So some of these fees are going to be distributed, of course, to the payment hub holders. Is it true big wheel packages are closing this week? I'm not aware of this that we are closing. I will ask the team. Where did you hear this? In Earn Bet, can you only use crypto to play? Yes, I believe so. Is Ultron starting a brand new launchpad? Launchpad of Big Whale is a brand new launchpad, yes. When the tutorials will be available for ULX and Akasha, that is up to the team to push it. I'll let them know that you guys like the tutorials and would like to receive. Some of us noticed recently that our big wheel number of accumulated points dropped. The comment on this, it was not calculated correctly. That's what I believe. If it was dropped, then it's probably not calculated correctly in the first place. So it's just being recalculated and adapted to what it should be. For me, it's the same. It's been dropped by about 50% or something. There is buy one get one deal show on the homepage. Uh, I thought this was available until the 31st of no. This is actually there is a promotion until 20 Akasha node loaded up with coins, and you receive another node with coins already inside. You get one for free. So it's called the Big Bang promotion. Okay, so you should guys be able to take advantage of that. Will there be also a tutorial on how to send Akasha from the Ultron chain to a different one? Yes, of course, of course. There is Akasha is working with all the different blockchains, so you can move it around, right? The values. When we can fill our nodes, in a matter of 2-3 days. 2-3 days is coming. When Kimba relaunch on Big Whale, should be launched at a higher price than it's today. Yeah, the point is it's gonna be great. People that have been holding Kimba will be very happy. How do you want to promote FlipMe? Well, FlipMe is our community, right? So you can share it with the people around you and share those cards. So it's word of mouth, but some advertising as well. Of course, is gonna be presentation to be recorded. Yes. When are you going to change meme points into money? After 6 months of the airdrop, if you're talking about the airdrops, then you'll be able to start unlocking those airdrops. Domin said big one packages closing. Well, maybe if this is the case, then maybe it's better than this way because if it's going to continue staying, the more people buying the big one packages, the more need to be paid across all the big well packages. So it's better that it's closing if this is the case. Will Canada have access to the service? Which one? Should be. Are there changes in the countries available to register on Mavi? I'm not aware of this changes. That is changes. If you see the Akasha nodes in the back office, then yes, you can buy it in the back office. Where can we see all data about card settings like cheese limits? Yes, that should be available on the website of Flipme. Let me check with the team. Uh, there is there is Flipme website. Let's see. I will dig this for you. This is a good question about the fees and the limits. Very important question. So let me see. Yeah, I will get back to you on this. So as long as it's a debit card, so whatever you load inside, that's what you're able to use, right? If you buy the nodes in Mavi, will we get also 1+1? Yes, yes. When is the next big well payout? The next big well payout. I don't know the exact date, but it's every couple months is a payout for the big well. Uh, what I understand, the FinUp and the trading will produce more profits in the next coming weeks after the market recovers, and then we'll be able to distribute the profits. Can I transfer ULX points deposited in the back office to Fliply? Of course you can. You can transfer USDT on Ultron chain. You can transfer ULX. You can transfer it into Fliply. Fliply, let me show you, supports several chains, and you actually um, load the different USDTs here, right? So you have USDT on Polygon, you have USDT on Avalanche, USDT on Binance Smart Chain, and on Ultron. So these are the USDTs you can load onto the card. And ultimately, it's being converted one-to-one to USDT on the Ultron chain, because that's how we load USDT on the Ultron chain we load. Okay. About the availability in Canada, I meant the debit card to transfer money to our banks. That part about the banks integration is the next iteration of Flipme. Okay, so I'm not a Flipme CTO, so I don't know when it's going to be. I see here that UK, Europe is available everywhere in Europe, but UK is not for the moment. Okay. Can we use Flipme card in Canada? Um, I will find out. I guess I don't live in Canada, so why don't you try and let us know. Download and try. Yeah, I'm not aware of all of the situation with the Flipme website itself. Okay, so I will post it to the team and ask for the update. There is a Flipme call every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday there is a call dedicated to Flipme. So that will be a good forum to ask. We do have John Octus to just join us right now. And welcome to the call. John, how are you doing? Excited to have you on the call. And I think everyone is excited to hear maybe some updates from your side on some of the things in the Ultron ecosystem. How are things moving?
Hello, hello, hello. Everything is amazing. Everything's amazing. It's hot here in sunny South Florida, where the cafe that I was doing some work in is pretty loud, so I'm trying to escape the music. But everything is going well. Everything's going well. We are onboarding a few different things. One of the first things that I did want to talk about, which I'm not sure if you talked about on this call already, is the Big Whale Launchpad. The Big Whale Launchpad is going to be launching as soon as we see some consistent control over the markets. You know, essentially we have a launchpad, you know, that's built for people to be able to come on and launch projects seamlessly, easy three-step, or sorry, not three-step, but easy few-step process. And ultimately, at the end of the day, market conditions just don't look good. You know, it's extremely tough to have, you know, projects launch in these types of market conditions because of the amount of volume that's not in the market, as well as where the volume is being focused. So that's just the update from the Big Whale group and team. I'm not sure if you went over that already, but as far as Ultron Labs, we are prepping for an amazing event out in Dubai. We have a ton of different projects that we'll be meeting with while in Dubai. Obviously, this month is a huge month for the cryptocurrency space, and Dubai is going to be the center of it all with Token 49 at the end of the month, right? And as well, we have a number of side events that we'll be doing as an organization, right? You know, for these events. So we're just preparing for those, getting everything set up, booths, hiring people, and just moving that forward. So super exciting. As far as a community building aspect, you know, I know all of our people in Dubai who are in Dubai will be extremely excited to be able to report back to the community and talk about the different events that we're having. There is a project that I did say that I was going to come on and talk about, and we are still currently trying to finish the deal with them. It's a very big project. They're tied to, you know, multiple people in the space, but essentially it's something that's going to be exciting for the Ultron ecosystem. It sucks that I'm coming on here and just saying that, you know, oh, we have this project, but there's so many different things going on within the ecosystem itself. I personally think it's extremely important to have everything locked down, signed, sealed, and delivered before the community gets to taste and gets to see exactly what that is. Obviously, again, we have a few projects currently in the works, and everything is starting to be, you know, get answered and developed on those ends. We have Akasha, right? We have the release of the nodes, which, you know, Akasha is powered by the Ultron ecosystem. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting things. I think as this month develops, we'll start to be able to see a lot of uptick, especially when it comes to Ultron Labs. Our community is going to be able to come directly to Ultron Labs because we're building out our social media footprint and digital footprint for Ultron Labs and the company. You'll be able to have access and see who's a part of our team, what projects we're working on, the experiences that we're working on. We'll have updated boards for our Ultron community, which is you guys. You guys who benefit from the products that are being created, right? So we're setting all of that up. And as the month closes in, we'll start to see all of this come to fruition. So I would just say, just bear with us, just like we're kind of waiting for this market to shoot up like a rocket. I think we're primed and positioned to be a part of that gasoline that fires those rockets off, right? So that's a few of the things that we're working on our end.
And that's incredible. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for coming and sharing um, what's happening. I think it's gonna be a very exciting event in 2049. A team from Akasha is gonna be here as well, and of course, I'm sure you're coming to the big party in Dubai.
Yeah, no,
we're gonna
I'll be the.
grab a drink
I'll,
and celebrate some milestones and achievements. So
yeah,
thank you for coming to the call. Um,
no problem. No problem. There's one more thing
about
that I did want to say. Can you hear me?
more partnerships, more updates in the using the Ultron blockchain.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Yes,
Oh, I was gonna say.
I can hear you.
There are there are
I can.
a few things that we're going to essentially um, demand from the community, and that's just positive participation. At the end of the day, with my experience in the space, particularly the crypto space, and honestly, in any financial um, journey that I've been on, or any journey that I've been on, teamwork makes the dream work. I've never been able to have, I wouldn't have been able to have the success that I had as a professional athlete without my teammates. It's a team game. It's a team sport. It's important to uplift each other, push each other in the right direction. And that's what we're focused on as a team. We come in every single meeting like, hey, what are we doing right now? What can we do to be better? And what can we do to help, influence our community and push so we can continue to grow? Because the numbers, we talk about Ultron and success. It comes down to numbers. We need people to see Ultron and believe in Ultron and see what we're doing on chain. The tech speaks for itself. And then that's what Ultron Labs is here for. We're here to bridge the relationships between Ultron Foundation and the companies that we bring on, and we're extremely focused on bringing on the right type of company. So um, I know it's Wednesday afternoon over here in Miami, but I know it's nighttime somewhere where you guys are. Well, I guess we're represented all over the world, but I just hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
All right. Thank you, John, for the update.
All right.
And any last questions before we wrap it up? Let's see. Um, I guess people want to see that ULX price going up. A lot of people want to see that, and I think this is the year. This is the year, right, John?
Yeah, no, I agree. I want to see the ULX price go up too. I also want to see Solana, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. I want to see all those things go up. I want to see those prices go up. I want to see the market move. Um, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to the amount of transactions that we're able to utilize on chain. And then that's what again, I don't personally control the ULX price. But I will say that with the projects that we bring onto ULX chain, onto Ultron Foundation's chain, the price of ULX will start to move up, because it's going to bring in viewership, ownership. It's going to bring in transactions. And the more transactions we see on chain, the better it is for chain. So that's my focus. The actual price of it itself, I have no control over that. The Ultron Labs team doesn't have control over that. The markets are the markets, right? But what we do have control of is the influence in the actual token and project itself. We bring value. Somebody says, I don't want the price to go up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be an entrepreneur with the system. What's the key for you? Well, yeah, I was just explaining the key. The key is adoption. The key is adoption and getting people to utilize our token, not through just the companies and platforms and opportunities that we present, like FinUp and all these other different categories. Right? It's actually getting outside people, people that are in the crypto space, utilizing our tech. That's the answer. That's the answer that I started with from the time that I came on as the CEO a couple months ago of Ultron Labs, not Ultron Foundation, but Ultron Labs. And that's what we're going to continue to focus on.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, John. I think we had
Alright.
a productive call. We covered a lot of things today on the call. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm about for being on the call. I hope you got some value today and you got some more clarity, and we'll continue coming to these calls every week to give the latest updates in the ecosystem. So, not sneezing. Almost. So, thank you so much, guys, and I will see you guys on the next call.